Be honest with me for a second. Have you ever spent more time researching how to save money than you've spent learning how to grow it? Yeah, me too. I once spent 10 hours, a full workday, planning shopping trips so I could use coupons. I saved $40. That's $4 an hour, by the way, which is, coincidentally, illegal in most states. And here's the part that actually kept me up at night. The same week I was doing all of that, I had $0 in any kind of investment account. So while I was working a 10-hour shift to pocket $40, I was leaving nearly $50,000 sitting on the table. I'll show you the math on that number in a minute, and it's going to make you rethink every responsible money habit you think you have. $40 saved, $50,000 missed. Same week. Let's talk about that. While I was earning $4 an hour with my little coupon binder, I was spending 0 hours learning how to invest. And that choice, that one little trade-off, cost me nearly $50,000. I'm going to show you exactly how that math works in a minute, and I promise it's going to change the way you think about time and money. Stick around because by the end of this video, you're going to know the 3 investing mistakes that cost regular people more wealth than bad stock picks ever will. And one of them is disguised as being responsible with money. If you saw my last video about my card getting declined at the grocery store, hi, welcome back. Yes, it's still embarrassing. No, I will not delete it. This is the sequel nobody asked for, but everybody needs. Because that grocery store moment taught me how to save. This coupon disaster, it taught me how to actually build wealth. There's a difference, a really expensive difference. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's how this whole thing started. My mom had this little trick she used at the Gap. Buy something already on sale, wait for it to go on sale even more, then go back to the store and ask for the price difference, what's called a price adjustment. Most stores honor it within 2 weeks. Cool trick, right? Free money, basically 0 effort. So naturally, I thought, what if I scaled this up? So I downloaded 3 coupon apps. I joined a Facebook group called, and I am not making this up, Extreme Couponing Warriors. I bought a binder with little clear pockets specifically for organizing coupons by category and expiration date. I had become the kind of person I used to avoid at the grocery store. I spent 10 hours planning for shopping trips. 10 hours. I had a spreadsheet. I had a route through the store mapped out by aisle. I had backup coupons in case my first coupons were rejected. I was ready. And then everything fell apart. But more importantly, the way it fell apart is going to explain exactly why most new investors make the exact same mistake. Don't skip ahead. I get to the checkout. 15 items in my cart, coupons in hand. Cashier types something in. The register goes beep. She says to me, "This coupon expired yesterday." Beep. We're actually out of the store brand item this coupon is for, so it doesn't apply. Beep. Our policy changed last week. We only accept 1 coupon per transaction. By the end, I had saved $40 on a $237 grocery run. I walked out with 17 tubes of toothpaste, 8 bottles of salad dressing I don't even like, and a very specific kind of shame. I sat in that parking lot and I did the math. 10 hours, $40 saved, $4 an hour. And then I asked myself one question, a question I want you to sit with right now. What was I actually worth per hour? And what should that answer change about how you spend your time? I'll break down the exact formula coming up. Because once I ran that math, I realized the couponing wasn't even the problem. The problem was why I was couponing. And the same why is what keeps most people broke even after they start investing. Here's what was happening that week while I was in my coupon binder era. I was spending 10 hours to earn $40. Meanwhile, I had spent exactly 0 hours learning about a Roth IRA. 0 hours setting up automatic contributions. 0 hours doing anything that would actually build long-term wealth. Let me show you what that trade-off actually cost me. If I had started investing $200 a month, that's it, $200, the cost of 2 nice dinners out, at age 25 instead of age 26, at a 10% average annual return, which is the historical stock market average. After 30 years, $452,097. After 31 years, $501,944. The difference between starting at 25 versus 26? $49,847. I earned $4 an hour couponing. I gave up nearly $50,000 in future wealth by not investing that same year. Flip those numbers. 1 extra year of investing equals $49,847. 10 hours of early setup time divided by $49,847 equals $4,985 per hour. $4,985 per hour versus $4 per hour. So, one of those was a better use of my time. And look, I want to be clear about something. Coupons are not evil. If a store hands you a 20% off coupon and it takes you 11 seconds to scan it on your phone, that is free money. Do it. I still do it. The problem wasn't the coupon. The problem was spending 10 hours chasing $40 while completely ignoring an activity that could have returned nearly $5,000 per hour. And here's where it gets really uncomfortable, because this same mistake happens in investing all the time, and it might be happening to you right now. Stay with me. Because the couponing wasn't just a money mistake. It was a symptom of a pattern that shows up in investing the exact same way. 3 different times, 3 different forms. And if you recognize yourself in any of these, congratulations, this video just saved you thousands of dollars. Mistake number 1, optimizing tiny wins while ignoring the big ones. I optimized coupons while ignoring compound interest. Same energy, different account. Here's what this looks like in investing. New investors will spend an entire weekend researching whether to pick an index fund with a 0.04% expense ratio or a 0.06% expense ratio. On a $10,000 portfolio, that difference, it's $2 per year. $2. Meanwhile, they're contributing $100 a month instead of $200 a month. That choice over 30 years at 10%, $100 per month equals $226,049. $200 per month equals $452,097. The difference? $226,048. You spent a whole weekend to save $2, and you left $226,048 on the table because you didn't increase your contribution by just $100 a month. That is the coupon binder. That is exactly the coupon binder. The first rule of investing? Stop optimizing the small stuff until you've maximized the big stuff first. Maximize your contributions, then worry about the 0.02% fee difference. Because mistake number 2 is even sneakier. It looks like you're being a responsible investor, but you're actually sabotaging yourself. Coming right up. Mistake number 1 was about what you're optimizing. Mistake number 2 is about what you think counts as progress. I want you to think about something. When I was couponing, I felt incredibly productive. I was busy. I had systems. I had a binder. I had a color-coded spreadsheet. I was doing a lot of things. I was making $4 an hour. Now ask yourself, are you doing the same thing with your investments? Here's a real stat that will make your head spin. Fidelity Investments, one of the biggest investment companies in the world, did a study on which of their customers had the best performing accounts. The winner? People who forgot they had an account. Not people who checked every day. Not the ones refreshing the app at 9:31 a.m. when the market opens. Not the ones who sold when it dropped 8% in March, and bought back in when it recovered, the people who set it up and forgot. Because here's the truth about the stock market. It goes up over time. Not every day, not every month, not every year, but over decades, it always has. Every time you check your account and panic sell, you're interrupting that process. Every time you move money around because of a headline, you're interrupting that process. The most productive thing you can do for your investments after you set them up? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Set it up, automate it, walk away. Responsible investing is boring on purpose. If your investing strategy involves a lot of activity and excitement, that's a red flag, not a flex. Boring equals rich. Exciting equals broke. But here's the one that ties it all together. Mistake number 3 is the one that explains why smart people still end up broke. And it comes down to one concept most people never learn in school. It's up next. Mistake 3 is called opportunity cost. And once you understand it, you will never look at your time or your money habits the same way again. Opportunity cost is a fancy economics term that just means every time you choose to do one thing, you're choosing not to do something else. And that something else has a value. When I chose to spend 10 hours couponing, I wasn't just choosing to earn $4 an hour. I was also choosing not to spend those 10 hours learning to invest, setting up an account, or building a skill that could increase my income. Here's the opportunity cost math that changed everything for me. Option A, spend 10 hours couponing, earn $40, hourly rate $4. Option B, spend 5 hours setting up automatic investments 1 year earlier. Result, $49,847 in extra wealth over 30 years. Hourly rate, $9,969. 2 different ways to spend your time. 2 very different hourly rates. Nearly $10,000 per hour. Every single financial activity in your life has an hourly rate. Calling your insurance company to dispute a charge? Probably $50 per hour. Maybe worth it. Setting up automatic investments for the first time? Nearly $10,000 per hour. Absolutely worth it. Spending 10 hours hunting grocery coupons for $40 in savings? $4 per hour. Probably not worth it. The question isn't, is this saving me money? The question is, what is the hourly rate of this activity? And is there something with a higher hourly rate I could be doing instead? Here's the formula I want you to use. Step 1. Pick a number. How much do you want to earn per hour of your financial effort? Let's say $25 an hour as your baseline. Step 2. Audit what you're doing. Is clipping coupons for an hour returning $25 in savings? If yes, cool, keep doing it. If no, stop and redirect that time to something with a higher return. Step 3. Protect your highest return time. Setting up and automating investments, learning about tax-advantaged accounts, increasing your income. These are $1,000 plus per hour activities. Treat them that way. Because now we've got all 3 pieces, and when I put them together into one action plan, it changes everything. Let me show you exactly what that looks like in real life, coming up in about 60 seconds. Now I want to show you what happens when you fix all 3 of these mistakes, not in theory, but with real numbers, real timelines, and the actual plan I use. Here's what my portfolio looked like after I stopped couponing and started automating. Month 1. I spent 30 minutes setting up a Roth IRA and automatic $200 per month contributions. That's it. That was the whole effort. Year 1. Balance $2,600. Year 3. Balance $8,200. Year 5. Balance $15,500. Year 10. Balance $40,969. Year 30. Balance $452,097. All from 30 minutes of setup and a monthly contribution I never had to think about again. Compare that to couponing. 10 hours a week, every week, for a year equals 520 hours and about $2,080 in savings. $2,080 versus $452,097. Same time, very different outcomes. Here's what I want you to do this week. Not this year, this week. Step 1. Calculate your hourly rate goal. Take whatever you want to earn per year and divide by 2,000. That's your target hourly value. Any financial activity below that rate? Cut it or automate it. Step 2. Audit one time-wasting money habit. One. Just one. What's your coupon binder? What are you spending time on that feels productive but returns $4 an hour? Step 3. Set up one automated investment. Open a Roth IRA or contribute to your 401k if you haven't already. Pick a target date fund or a simple 3-fund portfolio. Set up automatic monthly deposits. This takes 30 to 60 minutes. You will not regret it. Step 4. Redirect your time. Take the time you just freed up and put it towards something with a higher return, a skill, a side income, or honestly, just living your life without financial stress. That matters too. Look, coupons are fine. If a store sends you a 20% off code and it takes you 11 seconds to scan your phone at checkout, do it. That's free money. But spending 10 hours hunting deals, organizing binders, and planning grocery runs to earn $4 an hour while ignoring the one activity that returns nearly $10,000 per hour, that's not being smart with money. That's being busy with money. And busy is not the same as building wealth. The goal isn't to save every dollar. The goal is to make sure your most valuable resource, your time, is pointed at the activities with the highest return. And for most people, that activity is investing. Early, automated, and boring. Here's what you can do before you close this video. Calculate your hourly rate. Write it down. Then look at your week and ask, am I earning that rate with my time right now? Then, set up one automated investment, just one, today. And drop a comment below. What money habit are you spending time on that feels responsible but might actually be keeping you broke? If this made you think about money differently, hit like. It tells YouTube this video is worth showing to someone who actually needs it. And subscribe to see you in the next video.